This is a super simple leather cover for the LEUCHTTURM1917 A5 hardcover, and the pattern is free on our website, link in the description. Let's get started. Alright, step number 1, we got to print out the free PDF pattern. It'll be 4 pages, and the largest pattern piece is going to have to be assembled before we do anything, and that's because it's too large to print out on one piece of paper. If you need any help with that process, there's a full write-up with pictures located on the page for this project below the download button. Step number 2, time to trace our pattern pieces. The leather I'm using here is 3 to 4 ounce or 1.8 millimeters thick Italian vegetable tan leather. Links to the exact leather I used and my suggestions for leather thickness are in the materials section of the project page. This A5 LEUCHTTURM 1917 notebook cover design will be 3 pieces of leather, 1 large panel, and 2 interior panels. If you want to add the small elastic edge cover piece, then it'll be a total of 4. You can also use the elastic without the edge cover piece, it's not required. Note that all the pieces of this pattern are completely symmetrical, including the stitching holes, so it doesn't matter how you orient the pattern on your leather for tracing. We also offer this pattern in an acrylic version, which is what I'll be using to trace today. It's just so much easier than using paper. If you're going to be using our pre-marked stitching holes, be sure to mark those as well. They're approximately 6 millimeters spaced, so you can punch them individually, or you can use a 6 millimeter spaced stitching chisel set. They can be round hole, diamond, or slants, it doesn't matter. And if you're adding the elastic closure at the end, make sure to mark the hole in the center of the pattern on your leather. Step number 3, time to cut out all of our pieces. You can do this freehand, but anytime a pattern has long straight edges, I'll opt for a metal ruler. The nicer your cuts are at this stage, the nicer your finished cover will be. Cutting out the 2 interior panels, I'm going to do something a little different. For the longer edges, the inside and outside of the panel, I'll cut the exact size using my ruler. For the top and bottom edges, the shorter ones, I'm actually going to rough cut and leave a little bit of margin. That way we can trim to perfect size after we glue the panels in place. I highly recommend doing it this way if you have enough leather to spare, because you get a much nicer flush edge when you're done. Step number 4, time to glue our interior panels in place. When adding the glue line to your interior panels, remember we left some margin around the top and the bottom edges, so make sure you add enough to compensate. You're going to want to use the long back edge of the panel to get everything aligned and looking good. Once the glue is dried, time to trim the excess margin away from the panels. I recommend using a broad bladed knife like a skiving knife for this step if you have one. It makes it easier to keep a nice straight line. And don't forget to round the corners as well, using the rounded corners of the larger panel as a guide. Step number 5, time to stitch it up. There's no right or wrong answer here, whether you want to do hand stitching or machine stitching, both will work. Since I already marked my holes in the tracing step, I'll be using my 6mm Cinnabrock punches to line up and punch through. Oh yeah, and if you're installing elastic, make sure to punch out the center hole. I'm using a 4mm round hole punch. I recommend 3 or 4mm. Step number 6, time to do some edge work. I do a simple bevel on both sides of both panels, followed by burnishing by hand using Tokonol and a wood slicker, just enough to make it presentable. Oh yeah, and can't forget about the edge cover piece. I do a light burnish around the edge and punch out the 2 holes on the surface. Since I'm going to be using 2mm elastic cord, I used a 3mm hole punch. Step number 7, this is an optional step, time to install the elastic cord. As I just mentioned, the elastic cord I'm using is 2mm thick. I recommend 2mm, but 1.5mm will also work well. I think 1mm is just far too thin for this style cover. To get this done, you want to feed one end of the cord from the inside of the cover to the outside and then through the holes on the edge cover piece. From there, it'll go back through the center hole on the cover. I'll usually pull the elastic loop about 4 inches or so away from the spine and start testing the fit. I recommend tying a very loose knot for this purpose. Insert the A5 notebook and test how the elastic feels. Try to find a nice middle ground where it's not too loose that it's falling off, and it's not too tight that it's bending the edges. Once you're satisfied with how that elastic is fitting, tighten down the knot and trim off the excess. Now you're all done. Enjoy your new A5 notebook cover.